Hi and welcome back. It's me and my buddy Wally because he is insisting that he needs to be in this video because he lends such moral support to my stitching, don't you know? Yes, he does. If I sit down, he has to lay down on top of me, making stitching very interesting. Him, the cats, you know, it's a family affair. Welcome. It's kind of dark here today. It's been kind of dark all day. It's about maybe 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's been raining and kind of hailing off and on all day. So, yeah. My granddaughter just left for work, so I've got some time, and I thought I would do a FlossTube video. So welcome. I hope that you're all doing well and enjoying this December holiday season or family time, or just maybe having some peaceful time for yourself. That's always good. I have kind of a lot to share, so let's get right to it. I am going to stop here and you can watch my clips from the rest of this week, and I will be back and see you on the other side. Be right back. Hi and welcome. Let's see, this is Wednesday, December 12th, I think. And yesterday tired me out. You can tell when people don't get out very much, because I went and had my car serviced. And that just means I had an oil change and the tires rotated. They checked the engine and the undercarriage, and they checked the tires out to make sure the tread was good, and then they give it a wash. And it got a really good report, but it took like an hour and a half. So for that hour and a half, I sat in their waiting room. And I don't know about in other parts of the world, but in the U.S., dealerships have changed a lot. I trust them to do good work on my car. I won't buy my tires there because their tires are way overpriced. But other than that, they do good work. And but you sit and there's TV and there's this big open sunny area, and there's comfortable couches to sit on. And then behind a wall, there's a computer station with charging ports. And then there's tables and chairs like a cafeteria area. And there's a big old, big new coffee machine that makes all kinds of coffee. You can get regular coffee, you can get hot chocolate, you can get international coffee, you can get gourmet coffees. It says, what kind of coffee would you like? And then there's another dispenser that does hot and cold water, and then they have a tea bar that has all kinds of teas. And I had this really great tasting raspberry tea, which was awesome. And then I had a granola bar, and I had a little pack of Welch's fruit snacks. I mean, you know, what more can you ask for an hour and a half? And that's all complimentary. So anyway, my car is fine, even after its trip to and from Arizona, and nearly 5,000 miles in travel. It did great. Anyway, that's not what you're here for. You're here to see. Yesterday I did stitch more on His Name is Jesus. I still like it. I think I got messed up a little bit, but that's okay. I made it work. I did fit in down here. I think this lower corner is pretty much done. I did fit in King of Glory, but it's not exactly the way it was meant to be, but it worked. So King of Glory is in. And I think that was all I did down there. And then I moved up here and I worked on Prince of Peace. So this is an F, this is an O. This is going to be an O. So it's Prince of Peace. And yeah, so I'm a little bit closer to, you know, having this pretty much done. But I'm really loving the way it's coming out. And of course I'm thinking about adding a few charms and maybe a little bit of gold and Smyrna crosses or something. on it too, but you will have to wait and see because I haven't got that all thought out. Pretty much I'm thinking about it, but when it actually comes to doing it, I just wing it. That's how I roll. I wing it. So, and that is that. So that was yesterday's stitching. Not a lot, but enough. And for today, I will be working on For a Snowfall. And that is this Country Cottage Needleworks piece. And I am hoping to get some good time in today. I don't know if I can finish it today because I do have some other things I need to do, but yeah, I just have to complete the border, which doesn't go across the bottom. Oh, yeah, it does go across the bottom right here. So I have to finish the border, and then I have to put the rest of the words in. And there's a few more words down here too, so yep. But it's going. I'm enjoying it. And to me, that's all that matters. If I enjoy it, it's a good thing. Don't care when it's done. So anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you are having a good day. And whatever you're doing today, I hope you do it well and that you enjoy it. So, hi and welcome. It is December 13th. And we're here, and Wally's back here with me again. So yesterday, you might remember, I was stitching on Country Cottage Needleworks For a Snowfall. Very pretty stitch. And hopefully without the glare, that's what that looks like. If you remember, I had the words to finish and the border. And no, I did not get it done. I did, however, oops, upside down for you. I did, however, get all of the words put in. So now all I have left to do is border. But all the words are in. While snow is softly falling, gliding gently to the ground, our neighbors from the forest cozy up and gather round. So that is For Snowfall, and I will do the border the next time I decide to work on this. It's a fun stitch. I am enjoying it. This is a 25 count Wedgwood Lugana. And I think I got it from 123 Stitch. And I'm doing this in some of the classic colorworks and then like the DMC for white. So, yep. So yesterday, I also decided to start the December Christmas ornament for the Just Cross Stitch ornament Sal group that is on Facebook. And now I am just trying to find it. I know it's back here, so let's go back here. I think it's on. Sorry. Should have this marked, but I don't. Okay, so it's this one right here. It's the Christmas stocking that says Merry Christmas. And you'll note it's on homespun, and it has like a wooden hanger, and it's got rusty bells, and it's very primitive looking. Well, mine is a little primitive looking, but it's not like 1800s primitive looking. It is more like 1980s primitive looking. Oh, I'm going to turn that over because that's my enlarged pattern. And that's how far I got. And I'm really liking it. Let's see, I can tell you what I'm using. The white is just from my cone of DMC white, and the red in the stocking is this lovely variegated water lilies, which is a 12 ply silk, and it is called Holiday. So that's what that is, and this is a thread drop that I make myself, and that is just the tag that I stapled onto the thread drop. And then the green that I'm using in the greenery is from Color and Cotton, and it is called Elf. Yep, and I may put more white up here in this part of the stocking. And I actually saw a really cool stitch that I'm going to try. And if it works, I will show you how to do that in one of my videos. And I just have red to fill in here. And then I have to do the Merry Christmas, and then this will be done. I'm really enjoying it. This is just a 14 count green Aida that I have had in my stash probably 40 years. So it's vintage fabric too. As you can see, Charles Craft Aida does not fade. So 40 years of Aida and kind of off the wall ornament stitch for the Sal. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that, because I really enjoyed working on it. And I was working on it listening to, I think, a David Baldacci book called The Whole Truth, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway, I have been listening to online books a lot, and I listen to a lot of David Baldacci and those types of books, which are kind of spy thrillers, international type things. Keep my mind going. So well, I might as well show you this other thing, because this is what I'm doing today. Well, part of today anyway, is I'm actually working on framing a Christmas piece that I found a frame for on clearance in AC Moore, and it was this beautiful blue color. And if you want to see the piece and the frame, I posted it to Stitch Mania this morning that I'm working on it. And pardon my stickers. The frame was this pretty blue color, and it actually looked pretty good with my piece, but I've kind of elected to change it up, and I bought a can of hammered gold spray paint at Home Depot, and I've sprayed it this morning outside on a piece of cardboard. Thankfully, the snow showers haven't started yet, and now I'm kind of looking through some of my stickers, because my piece has both silver and gold krennic in it, and I am not sure if I'm going to do something like this around part of the mat. We'll see, but it's my Three Kings piece that I think I finished last year, but we're going to see how that comes out. I think it's going to be really pretty. I just finished washing and pressing the cross stitch piece, and I will probably post that to Facebook maybe, and to Stitch Mania, and maybe my page. And let's see, for today, the piece that I will be stitching is, according to Tiny Decisions, because yes, I'm still following Tiny Decisions, is my Little House Needleworks Main Street Station. You would think that I was done with this, but no, I am not. I think I still have to do all of the snow. Yes, I still have to do all of the snow. But this is where I am so far. I have to finish the building. And I got to do the chicken down here, or the cardinal. It's not a chicken, it's a cardinal. And there's a couple trees over here, and then there's snowflakes, and there's snow. So I still have quite a long ways to go with that. But that will be my stitch for today. And I look forward to it. But right now I'm having fun working on framing up my Three Kings. So, and I will show how that comes out. And if you're curious, keep watching Stitch Mania, because I will probably post it there. I haven't been posting to Instagram because my phone hasn't been printing off my Bluetooth printer, which it was printing. So I've resorted to taking pictures on my iPad, but my iPad won't let me download a link to Instagram, and so I don't know what to do there. But anyway, I'm working on it. So thanks for watching this, and I will catch you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Okay, still December 12th. I thought I would try to record this. I haven't even tried this stitch myself yet, but all I've got is a needle with a fairly good size eye, and that's 3 strands of white embroidery floss, and I did tie a knot. See if I can show it. Yeah, a knot on the end. And this is my Just Cross Stitch December ornament that the Facebook group JCS, I guess, ornament Sal is doing. So I'm going to just take my needle and put it up through my Ada right at the corner of the stocking and probably a holly leaf. Now this is called a drizzle stitch. Let's see if it works. So just pulling my embroidery floss through, okay, and then I have a mouse pad. This is just a mouse pad down here, and I'm going to unthread my needle, and then I'm going to take the needle and I'm going to stick it back down, I think in the same hole. I think that's what they said. And this drizzle stitch is kind of like a knit cast on. So you make a loop, and then you twist it. Let's see, I guess you twist it like that, kind of like a, no, make a loop, and you twist it, and you put it on, like a cast on. So, there's one. One. Okay, let's twist it and put it on, and there's 2. I don't know if this is going to work, because I don't know if my cast on is looking right or not. So here's another one, and we'll twist it and do 3. And we'll make another loop, twist it, and do 4. And make another loop, and twist it, and we'll do 5. And make another loop, oops, make another loop, oops, and I don't think that's a twist. Let's see, it's a twist. And do 6. And you can do as many or as few as you like, and there's 7, okay? You might want more for this, I don't know, but we'll start with 7. And then, without taking your needle out of there, which could be tricky for me, you probably would help if I had a needle threader handy, but I do have a pretty large eye. You pull your floss back through the eye of the needle, and then you hold on to your threads. You keep them, you know, kind of bunched together, and then you pull the needle back through. Let's see how this works. Probably with practice it's easier. So I'm pulling my needle back through, holding on to the stitches, and there's that. It works. Look at that. I got a textured little stitch there, kind of like a bullion stitch, but it's called a drizzle stitch. Let's see, will you focus? Focus, focus. Maybe. Anyway, you get like this little dimensional stitch, kind of sticks out. But I could do a bunch of those and put them here and make it look like the fur of the stocking is kind of hanging down. I like that. See? Every now and then, even I see something different, and it comes in handy. So I might make, I don't know, 3 or 4 more of those, maybe more, and put them there on the top of my stocking. That's really cool. See? You saw it here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next FlossTube. Hi, and this goes with my clip on what I was framing. So this is December 14th still, and I thought I would show you my stitching from yesterday. I worked on Little House Needleworks Main Street Station, and I didn't finish it, but I got everything done except parts of the bird, the man or boy's face, and the snow. So I'm pretty close to being done with this one. I love the colors in this house. I did change the roof color to be the light brown color that is in the train headlamp, and I like that better than the darker color. But because I think the roof was supposed to be the same color as the train, which is okay, except I like that better. So that is Main Street Station. That's as far as I got with that. So I think this comes back out tomorrow according to Tiny Decision Maker, so I will work on it again tomorrow. For today, I'm going to be working on Fragments in Time number 8, which, let's see, oh, too much glare. Hope that's better. So number 8 is the stag on the mountainside with, it looks like a pomegranate. So I like it. I think it's really pretty. I'm doing it on a 32 count Belfast though, and I really don't like stitching on linen. At least not all linen. But Belfast is a nice linen. I don't know, just not for me. But that's as far as I've gotten. I mean, there's not a lot left to do, so I could probably come pretty close today. I did change colors a little bit, brightened it up, but I don't know that it was intentional as much as I just got carried away. So we'll see what happens, but I'll be stitching on this today. Right, I have to also finish up my snowman tree topper that I'm doing, and yeah, I'm having fun. I hope you are too. See you again. Hi, and welcome to December 16th. Yesterday I was supposed to stitch on this number 8, Fragments in Time. Yeah, I decided I'm going to start this over. So I stopped stitching on this, and I will restart it sometime. I like the piece. I just wasn't enjoying stitching it on the Belfast linen. Just me. I think Belfast linen is beautiful. It's just not something I like to stitch on. I keep managing to get one thread off somehow, and I find that very annoying that it is not standard thread widths. Very annoying. So anyway, and it's me, so that's okay. I acknowledge that. I did stitch on my my Guardians of Notre Dame a little bit more, but not very much. I just did some of these lighter stitches. I actually made a topper for my white Christmas tree, and I don't know, I just wasn't into stitching yesterday. So when you're not into something, don't do it. It can be bad juju. At least I found that. So anyway, I'm going out today. It's Saturday. I think I might even drive an hour and hit up Joann's and see what's going on. So until tomorrow, be well, and I'll see you. And I hope you found that interesting. Especially that new stitch. They called that the Drizzle stitch, and I really thought that was kind of cute. I was supposed to work on Main Street Station today, which is a Little House Needleworks design, and that's what it looks like when it's finished. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I did not stitch on that today, so it still looks exactly like it did. So no new progress on that one. I made a topper for my tree because my granddaughters wanted a white tree this year, so I thought, what the heck? I got a 6-foot white Christmas tree, and I didn't have a topper for it, so I wound up making a snow lady head. That was fun. And if I can figure out how to put a picture at the end, I will show you my tree and the topper. So what did I do since I did not stitch on Main Street Station? Well, one of the things that I did is right behind me. I know it's over here to the side now. Let me get it. And that is Guardians of Notre Dame. And I probably have too much light in here today, and I apologize. But I actually finished Guardians. Here, let me turn this light out and see if that helps. Nope, too dark. Light back on. Yep, it's a challenge today. The weather is not cooperating, but I actually finished Guardians of Notre Dame. I took it out of the hoop. I finished it stitching in hand, and that is what it looks like. So I just need to find a good frame for it. I have a couple of ideas, and yeah, I'll share that with you when I'm ready. And it's still wet, so if you see a halo around the circle, which I can't tell if you can, but I can see it, it's just that it's still wet because I did wash it. Having kept it in that hoop while I was stitching on it, kind of left dust marks around it, but it rinsed out pretty easy. And again, I apologize for the light, but it is dark here. Oh well. And I don't know if you see me on Instagram or Stitch Mania, you will know that I actually fully finished another piece, one of my favorite pieces, and it's one I started about 20 years ago, and it is Wise Men, Three Kings, and this is out of a 1997. I have the magazine here. It's a cross-stitch and country crafts, Better Homes and Gardens magazine from 1997, and I really love the way this came out. And unfortunately with the light, I'm probably not getting a very good representation of it, but I will try to take this down and maybe do a small clip that I can add to this video too. Lots of Chronic. I framed it myself. This was a blue frame that I spray painted hammered gold, and I did some crystals around the interior mat, and then I used some Paper Wishes stickers on the mat itself, and I really love the way that came out. And this is the $8 frame that I got on clearance at AC Moore last week, so I was pretty excited about that. And I guess while I'm on the road of FFOs, this isn't really fully finished. I still have to find the back to this frame. I know it's here somewhere. I decided not to paint this little frame, and this is that Lizzie Kate's Christmas sampling. Let me see. I don't know if I have that here or not. Yes, it's a Lizzie Kate Quicket called Christmas Sampling. Oh, Sampling Christmas. So I finished that. Yeah. And I just have to find the back to my frame. I know it's here somewhere. It's just a piece of scrapbook paper. I actually laced the stitched piece around a piece of mat board, and that's sitting on a piece of tea-dyed scrapbook paper. So I like the way that came out. I might try to put a little trim around it. I'm not sure, but the glass is in it, so. But that's easily taken apart and fixed because it is, I did lace up the back. Here I can sit back down, fight with Wally for space, struggle with my lights. It's the story of my life. I woke up this morning and I watched Mary Rose's tour of her new stitching room, and it's beautiful. So I hope if you haven't had a chance to go take a look at that, I hope that you will. I just wanted to show you, I'm just taking my frame apart so I can show you that this really is just a piece of scrapbook paper, and I laced my piece around a piece of black mat board, and I used my white silamide to do that. So yeah, I like the way that came out. So I just have to find the back to my frame, and that one is fully finished also. Let's see. And then, so I've had kind of a productive week. Christmas tree topper, 2 fully finished, and a finish. And I'm trying to think. Oh, I also finished the FlossTube ornament. And a barnyard Christmas cat. I think that was this week. You know better than me because you just watched the clips. Anyway, I decided that since I hadn't, oh, I wanted to show you that. I had decided that since I hadn't bought any, really hadn't gone to Joann's in a long time, that I would also make a run there yesterday, which was Saturday the 15th. So I'll show you that too. But I will also show you that this is the magazine that the Three Wise Men is in. And that's Cross Stitch and Needlework. It's a Better Homes and Gardens book, and this is from June of 1997. This, hands down, is my most favorite needlework magazine. And I was so sad when it went out of business. But I do have enough of these to keep me in stitches for a very long time. But this is what is called Three Wise Men, and it is, the design is by Carol Rogers. And so they did it on a blue fabric, and you can see the matting that they did, and it looks beautiful. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. So, are you ready? I will show you the insanity that is me when I go to Joann's, which is why I don't go to Joann's very often. Most of you know I do a large variety of things, so it's always kind of deadly. Although I did get some really good cross-stitching things too. I bought another package of the 27 skein new colors from DMC. And I already had them, but I had 40% off regular priced merchandise that I bought. And since DMC is very rarely on sale, that was a pretty good given. Oh wait, yeah, so this is, I don't think I do have these. These are the ones, these are the new colors. I think there's 8. No, there's 16. 16 skeins. 16 skeins in that one. And then this is the 27. So I bought both of these. And 40% off full price. Not too shabby. And then I also bought, they had this hammered metal stuff on sale. Impress Art. So I bought, this is a stamp. It's a metal stamping thing. You hit it with a hammer, and it says handmade. On that very little stamp end, it says handmade. And then I bought, because I just ordered a bunch of these hearts on eBay, so I can stamp these to say handmade myself and put them on my projects. And then I also bought the circular ones, so I thought that would be fun. And they had those on sale. And then I also bought, because you know, no good bead can be unfriended, I decided I needed some black crystals. So I bought some Heidi and Joy crystals. And, man, it's dark in here. I'm sorry. These are glass. And, of course, this doesn't say how big they are, but I think they're either, these might be 10 millimeter. And then I think these are probably 6 millimeter. But I wanted those for some polymer clay that I'm thinking of doing. And then I bought myself some felt. I got some charcoal gray, some chocolate brown, some pink, and some peach. And then this wasn't on sale either, so this is called Retro Cats, and it's embroidery. Let me stand up. Why is this light giving me problems? This is now I'm fighting with lights. This is Retro Cats, and it's embroidery, and it's 2 pillowcases, and I just think it's beautiful. So since there's 2 of them, and I have 2 granddaughters, and they both like cats, they like dogs too, but I thought those would make good gifts, so I figured I would embroider 1 pillowcase for each of them. And I also bought some warm and white. You know, I would do this over, but it's just not going to happen. I just don't have that time today. I bought some warm and white batting. And then I bought some even weave, some Lugana, some 28 count white. It's DMC. And then 18 count fiddler's cloth Ada. And 14 count fiddler's cloth Ada. And then I bought myself a fabric pack. This has got 5 different Christmas designs in it. So it's got snowmen and snowflakes and hollies and poinsettias and some red fabric with white dots, and then my most favorite, cardinals on a blue background with some holly. Really pretty. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'll figure it out. Not that I don't have an abundance of fabric, because I do. I have an abundance of everything. And then, while I was there, not to be outdone, and I don't think this is one I already have. Anyway, I hope it's one I don't already have. It's hard to tell. I don't think it is. Ultimate Cross Stitch. And look what's on the front cover. It is the Winter Snow Queen that Stitch and Mommy is just working at finishing up. Really has too much white in that design for me. I don't enjoy stitching white, but I think it is a beautiful design. So this is volume 19, 2018, and it's got Scotty dogs and let's see, Scotties, and all kinds of beautiful things in this magazine up on the housetop. Oh, Santa and Sleigh is what they call it, but that's a really pretty design. So yeah, and it's not a cheap magazine, but it does have a lot in it, so I always think that they're worthwhile, and it has some really beautiful designs. So I look forward to looking at that. I am going to go back into some of my magazines, and I've already got a couple of things that I would really like to stitch. And then I did pick up Cross Stitcher, and as you can see, I haven't opened it. So while I'm here, I am going to cut it open, and I want to see if this is the issue that starts the stitch along for this year. I don't know that I would do it, but I want to see if this is the one, because it takes it so long. Find my trash can. Here's a freebie, and it's a post box like in the UK. So that's kind of cute, and it's a card kit. This is 92 Festive Designs. Let me just go to the back. I don't even know where I would look for it. Let's see. Oh, look at that. That is so cute. Let me see if I can find the picture because I'm looking at the chart. My granddaughter would love that. She loves cupcakes. She says she wants to be a baker when she grows up so she can make cupcakes. There's a whole chart of Christmas cupcakes. That's really cute. Okay. Baby, it's cold outside. I think this might be it. I'm not sure. No, looks like it's all there. So what am I bet you're having a good time watching me struggle trying to figure something out. Oh, okay, I think. Well, I don't know, but I'm going to enjoy looking at this magazine. So what happens, I guess, when I haven't had the time to look at something before I start talking about it. Silly me. Okay, and last but not least, I have a subscription to this because Ann P. enabled me. She talked about this magazine on her channel, and I'm all about this like Victorian vintage style boho fairy celestial magazines. So this is the fairy magazine, and they've renamed it now Enchanted Living. So Enchanted Living, doesn't that sound like a dream? I think we all want to live an enchanted life. Very romantic. And this is the celestial issue. So Fairy Magazine is now Enchanted Living. And it's just some of the, like here, what is light language? And you can see the images. Some of the images in this magazine are just breathtaking. And it goes into fashion and food and like lotions and salves and, you know, homeopathic self-care. It's really an amazing thing. So I enjoy this magazine. And it's big into costuming, and like this is called Black Light Soiree. No. So I enjoy that magazine. So that's another one that I look forward to going into more depth with. Let's see, anything else? I think that's about it. I will see if this is any good. I know the lighting is terrible. I will also see if I can't get a clip with a little more detail of my wise men, since it's fully finished, and move on. So next week, that's the next thing. What am I going to be doing? I'm thinking, let me get this, it's all going to fall on the floor. I'm thinking that next week I will continue my December stitching. And so according to Tiny Decisions, let's see, Wise Men comes out for the 16th, so that's today. I don't know if I'm going to get to it today, to be honest. I feel like I've been rushing into the abyss. But Wise Men, I think everybody who watches my channel or has been watching it has seen Wise Men. I love it, not to be confused with my Wise Men I just finished. I must have a thing for the Three Kings. So anyway, this one's beautiful, completely different than the one that I just fully finished. And this is a custom crafts design, and that's as far as I am with that. So, long ways to go. I might try to get that page one finished though. Something I can do later this evening maybe. So anyway, Wiseman is out for today. I guess my clip that I do for tomorrow will show you how far I get. And then the next thing that comes out is one I haven't stitched on in a while, and I'm really looking forward to. And that is Nora Corbett's Christmas Eve Couriers, and it's Vixen. Yay! I started this in honor of our dog Vixen, who we lost in July to cancer. She was a wonderful dog. She was a big blue-nosed pit bull. She was a gorgeous dog, a lovely dog. She was Wally's girlfriend. He loved her. But that's how far I am on Vixen. And that's fabric I dyed myself. It's opalescent. I dyed it in shades of blue and maybe a little purple. And yeah, I'm thinking of doing this. I think that might be 2 over 1. I guess I'll find out when I start stitching it. I probably have it written down. Okay. And then for the 18th, that's a new start day, because in Stitch Mania, the 18th for 2018, every 18th of the month is a new start. So I think for the 18th, I'm going to be starting a Dachshund Christmas, but I'm not sure which one because I have 2. I have a Dachshund Christmas, which kind of looks like Wally, but I also have a Dachshund Puppy Christmas, which also looks like Wally, but that's Wally as a little baby. So I haven't decided which one I want to do. I know that I probably wouldn't stitch the background. I may just stitch the dog and the bows, but I don't know which one. And then on the 19th is the 2011 or 2017. Which one am I doing? 2011. Prairie Schooler Santa is up. And that is a whip. I'm doing it on Oatmeal Ada. And that's what he looks like. So I will be moving along with him. Hopefully to a finish, you never know. And let's see. So that was the 19th. I also have a dentist appointment on the 19th. And my dentist is usually pretty good about I get there, he gets me in, and I get out. So there's usually no waiting around. So there's no stitching generally when I go to the dentist. He's a very good doctor in that regard. And then last but not least for next week, the next 5 days that is Country Cottage Needleworks Forest Snowfall. And I just have border left to do on this, and then this will be done. So that's what that looks like. So yep. Good stuff. So that's next week. So while I was looking at what I wanted to start on the 18th, I've kind of been given a little bit of thought, because when I watched Mary Rose's video, she was saying how she was going to do her skating minister. Yeah, I think so. On the 1st with Andrea of I Heart Cross Stitch. It's an unofficial stitch along. So unofficial, I like unofficial. So I was thinking maybe for January 1st, since I have the fabric for it, I may start this This is a Hade. I'm going to have to do a whip parade and then a Hade parade for all the charts that I have. But I think I may start this. This is called Manhattan Wonderland, and it's artwork by Jane Worcester Scott, charted by Hade. And I just think that that's beautiful. That's a mini Manhattan Winter Wonderland. And living in New York, why wouldn't I stitch Manhattan? Even though most of us upstaters do not consider New York City to be real New York State living. Kind of seems like the big brother or big sister that moved away from home a long time ago. Anyway, so that might be the first. But then Aunt P, yes, I'm enabled by everybody. Aunt P was talking about starting, and I know that she has started it. This is an ornament, A Long Winter's Nap, and the artwork's by Donna Gelsinger. And it's Santa, and he's taking a nap, and he has a cat on his lap. And I have this chart. Hello again. I went over 27 minutes. This is going to be a long video. I don't know that I will. I'm going to have a quiet Christmas this year. I've elected to stay home. And I was thinking I might just start my ornament. And Aunt P was saying that she's doing it on 32 count Magic Guide. And in my last video, I showed the differences between 32 count, 25 count, and 18 count. And so Aunt P in this chart is the reason I got the 32 count. So I think Christmas Day I'm going to see if I can stitch on 32 count Magic Guide Ada and not drive myself absolutely crazy. We'll see. But that'll be A Long Winter's Nap. That might be my new start for Christmas. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm going to show you a clip of my fully finished Wise Men from the Better Homes and Gardens cross-stitch or needlework and country crafts magazine, and yeah, so I will probably see you again in 5 days. Stay warm or stay cool. Enjoy yourself. Be kind and be courageous and be colorful. Bring out the smiles in everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, so this is the topper that I made for my tree. I call her my snow lady. And my Christmas tree is silver and gold because that's what my granddaughter Samantha asked for. So I have silver and gold ornaments, and I made some bows, and we have a garland. And I put, let's see, there's one of the white birds. So, and white lights with white wire, and the only touch of color is my snow lady and my red and white candy canes. So that is the tree topper. I gave her a winter stocking cap. She's a styrofoam ball with some snow texture, which I don't know if you can see. It's glitter and play sand and Epsom salts, and yeah. The nose is polymer clay, as are the eyes and the dots for the mouth. And I made her scarf and her hat out of old sweater. And I put boa around the rim of her hat. So I'm very happy with that. I'm really happy with this white tree. I never thought I would ever have a white tree. Do you hear the dogs? They make everything pleasant sometimes. So anyway, now I'm going to show you my tree. Okay, so this is the Three Wise Men. This is a fully finished object that was 20 years in the making. not stitching all that time, but a whip that, you know, I've moved several times and life got in the way, but I finally finished this last year, early last year. Could have even been the end of 2017. I don't really remember. And I can put you, let me show you those, that's a sticker. I really love those stickers. Those are really high quality that I get from Paper Wishes. They're called Dazzles. And then those are crystals. I think I get those off eBay, and they're actually nail art stitch. Hold on. Okay, where was I? I love Wally, but man. So anyway, those are actually like nail art crystals. But I find them to be really shiny. And all of that Kreinik and stuff is very shiny in this piece. This whole stitch just glitters with it. And then the words at the bottom say they presented unto him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And that's Matthew. But I mean, the faces are a little cartoony, but I actually really love it. I love the colors. I think I love everything about it. It's a very fun piece. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you for joining me. Be well.